once again, and this week I get a new toy. It's not just a simple toy, but it's a lovely toy, an awesome, and it was given to me by one of my friends to take a look at it and see what it's all about of this digital amplifier in the AD series. Man, look at that. It's nice gift box in black color, and I can see here is SMSL, and that should be an acronym. And if you take a look at here, this is the Fusion Swangmo Sanlin Technology Company Limited, and I can guess that SMSL means Swangmo Sanlin. Well, maybe the pronunciation is not correct, but that is the a acronym of SMSL, Swangmo Sanlin. If you take a deeper review about the gift box, there is what we call the directive of WEEE, which is pertaining about the recyclability of the gift box, and there is also called the packaging directive, as well as the eco design, which are all promulgated by the European countries, which need to be followed in order to have a product that is environmentally friendly. So it's not easy to judge here whether it is according to the packaging directives or the eco design, or it can meet the WEE directive. That needs to be supported by a kind of report from the accredited laboratories like the TUB or SGS. Well, for this review, I just want to mention that there are the directives like that. Here you go, guys, presenting the SMSL AD18. And look at that, from the front, you can see the LCD and the volume control. And looks like this volume control is a binary encoder that you can rotate it left, rotate it right, and push it to access the menu. And we get several menu in here about the input, tone control, as well as the equalizers. And there is also the menu for adjusting the color of the LCD and also the brightness of the LCD. It's really a cool. Let's see the back. We get see here the inputs, like we can see here the auxiliary, which is 3.5 mm jack. That you need to have the 3.5 mm male jack. We've got the USB as well, which is that should be for the DAC, which is making use of micro USB. We've got the coaxial and also with the optical in one interface, and there is a label here called SW. That could be something that software is SW, and I can guess that should be for upgrading the firmware, I should say. Then we got an optical one, the standard one. So we got BT also here, that's denotes Bluetooth with the SMA for connecting the antenna, and that comprise a total of about 6 inputs, having the optical to be doubled with the standard one and a 3.5 mm jack. The output at the back is for the banana plug for the speakers. It looks like that I can guess that this is BTL mode amplifier. There is the bipolar tie-load amplifiers. It looks like. Oh, I forgot to mention on the front that there is also the 3.5 mm jack for the headphone. So there is a headphone interface, the output interface in the front, and another banana plug interface at the back for the speakers. I can see in here the blue color which denotes for the NFC. NFC means the near field communication. Let's see the power supply. This is a switch mode power supply, and I like the way they printed the labels with the name SMSL. This is not a laser engraved into the plastic body of the power supply, but it's just a label where they put many of the known mark, like the GS for Germany. You've got the CE, that is for the European countries. We've got also the UL for USA, that is for safety, and the known for South America. So it looks like to me that every known mark in here, normally for the safety, has been put in here. But to review this power supply, I really need a report that is published from the accredited laboratory, like I say again, like the SGS or the TUB. So for the time being, let's just say this is a qualified power supply, and can be able to use it anywhere in the world from 100 volts to 240 volts, and can able to handle the frequency to 50 to 60 hertz. Or let's see the remote control. This is just a standard remote control, and it looks like the same as the D1260 of FX Audio. And let me compare that. Well, I think no, it's not from the same tooling, but very close, almost the same size, but definitely they're not from the same tooling. And the actuation force, like, it's okay, nice one, I say. Well, let's see those buttons in the functional, what those means, and really they can really use it according to the remote control man-machine interface. Let's see that in a simple functional test. We got the user manual, and I can see in here is the on the other side is English, at the other side is Chinese, and it's just the standard one. I'm going to read those, and the other one that it comes with the package is the pass with a QR code here, and mention about the website and the company name. So what if I'm going to scan this one, what it says is all about, scan the QR code, I mean, using my phone loaded with a WeChat and QR code scanner, and it will direct you to the company website. That's nice. And the other one in here is this is the Fapiao audio receipt, which is saying the price in there, which is bought by my e-commerce friend, and they given to me for something to look at and take a look at it. So guys, this is not free. This is not free from the factory. Just a little bit strange about the color of the USB. This is a micro USB, and it's white, and the color of the product is black. So it's a little bit mismatched if you take a look at that way. Guys, there is one issue that I'm having a problem right now. That is to perform a meaningful parametric test because of the fact that I do not have the right cable to interface my AF generator into the SMSL AD18 auxiliary input, which is a 3.5 mm female jack. What I'm really looking for is that it's an RCA on one end and a 3.5 stereo on the other end, and I really don't have it. And the only solution I can think about right now is to buy it in the live market, which I cannot do it today. So I guess in this video I cannot perform the full parametric test, but anyway, I just have to perform the things I can do right now. Let's start with the power consumption in the power off mode, which is about 1.1 watt, and the standby mode is about 6.4 watt as read by the AC power meter. And I can also measure the DC offset, that is the DC voltage appearing on the speaker terminal for the left and right channels, and my voltmeters measure it to be 2.2 millivolt DC. Wow, that's great. And I'm using right now a resistive load, and that is an 8 ohms resistive load. I'm not using a real speaker right now. The other thing I can do right now is to do the music soak test using an 8 ohms resistive load. Take note guys, I'm not using a real speaker right now, but rather an 8 ohms resistive load. And my music source is from my PC using the auxiliary input with a 3.5 mm jack audio cable. Let's see that. After about 3 hours of short soak test, I can now measure and read the casing temperature of the product on the side and on the top, and the temperature records at 37.4 degrees centigrade. That's what I can do on the electrical performance test right now, which is very limited, is because of the fact that I cannot find the right interface of my AF generator into the auxiliary input of the product, the AD18, and that makes all the issue complicated. I hope that in the next video, if I have the chance to make the next video, I'm going definitely to buy that cable and perform the electrical performance test. The other bad thing is that I am not authorized to perform the manufacturing surgical of this unit. My friends don't advise me to open it and take a look at it, what is inside, like the PCBA and how it manufactures to avoid the warranty seal. I think this product is a high value to them, so they don't want to waste it. Well, to me that is not good. So I apologize if I may not be able to show to you how the PCBA manufactured, but there is a good news. If you look at the back of the AD18 casing, you will find here compliance marks, which basically tells the consumer, I mean the user, that they were approved or have the right to publish they were compliant to such laws or directives. Let's take a look at the first one, which is the PSE. This PSE mark, which is needed in Japan, it is basically a safety mark, which means PSE is the product safety of electric cars. The next mark is the FCC, or the Federal Communication Commissions, which is a worldwide accepted compliance from the US standard, which take care of the RF band, the electromagnetic compatibility, like a specific absorption rate, to name some of the scope of the FCC, and other matters with regards to the product. The other mark is the RoHS compliance, which was promulgated by the European countries. RoHS, or RoHS, stands for Restricted and Hazardous Substances, which ban the use of specific substances like mercury, lead, cadmium, chromium, and other substances. Sometimes it's quite difficult for me to say the scientific name, like phthalates, which these substances may endanger the consumer or the users. In logical thinking, when a product comes with RoHS, it means it's lead-free. All in all, this mark generally tells us that this product is certified and safeguard the consumer, the user, and or the environment from harmful or hazardous effect of using this product. Guys, there is an overtime on the MTPRe, which I would like to share it with you since the user manual tells us anyway. To me, there seems to be a known software bug, which is an accepted bug on the remote control firmware, which I think it is not common. So let's dive to that. If you read the user manual, it says that you may need to press the button A, this one, before you can access the AD18 or before it accepts such command from the remote control. That seems to be a strange performance, but I'm glad SMSL mentioned that in the user manual, as they are not hiding it. There is also something that I found that belonged to an improvement. It's not a bug, but anyway, I mention it here just for the sake of improvement. Maybe it has been better on the MMI if there is a tone control on off, means that there is a selection to turn off the tone control rather than you go to the bus and put the bus into 0 dB and also the treble. What I mean is that if you look at the MMI of the EQ, there is a selection to turn off the EQ, even you will not going to put the EQ into a different like flat, but the tone control don't have it, and I wonder why they put the MMI like this. So I'm suggesting that maybe this can be an improvement on the software, which is it costs nothing just to modify how the structure or the MMI to put the tone control on off. Oh well, speaking of the EQ, SMSL has its own proprietary patented tone equalization, and they call it that as SDB. I've been trying to search what is SDB means, but I was unlucky to find it in the internet. Sometimes I was thinking that SDB stands for Sound Dynamic Bus, but I'm not really sure. That's maybe. The user manual did not define it. There is no such information about it that I can find it. The effect is not a 3D sound or enhancement facility. It sounds like just a combination of bass and treble with a deeper bass. I hope that the SMSL will provide information about this so we will understand better and we know better on how to use it and enjoy our music. Guys, it's gonna be the end of my review for the AD18 SMSL, a small but terrible power amplifier. And my take is that it's awesome masterpiece. It's a great demonstration of DFX or DFM and a good form factor. There are advantages and disadvantages, and my presentation and description, you can know them already. So it's now on your decision to avail it or find an alternative gadgets for the price range in this arena. Hey guys, it's Ferdinand Dandy once again, and thank you for watching this video. It's like a 20 minutes video. I know it's long, but I hope that I provide the best review about this product, the SMSL AD18, and I give emphasis on the compliance, especially on the chemical, because this one will protect the users like you and me, and also for the environment of those hazardous substances. And of course, there is also an importance about choosing a product not only on the price range, but probably in the next videos I should be able to provide more information on how the process of manufacturing I know that we like cheap products, but manufacturing or making a product that is absolutely cheap, there is a drawback on the manufacturing, and you don't like to be a part of choosing a cheap product, which at the manufacturing area they are abusing people, or abusing people to manufacture a cheap product, and we don't want to be a part of that, striking the MSA, that is called the Mass Slavery Act. I provide to you more insight about the reviews of products, the MTPRe, which other reviewer failed to mention about these safety standards, the hazards of those chemicals that is being used in the product that is cheap, and the manufacturability, the process, how they did it in order to make a cheap product. I actually enjoying listening to this project right now, the SMSL AD18. It's over there, and it provides me a nice ambience of music while I'm having rest and enjoying my life, my weekend. Today is Saturday. It's a hobby time and family time. Well guys, see you again next time in the next review, and thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Click the subscribe button below to support the MTPRe project. This is the D-Stock channel, and bye for now.